Hi, I'm Lela Kelly from Dosatron International and Dilution Solutions. And we're out here at the Dosatron family farm this morning, and we just want to go over some of the quick basics on our Dosatrons. The Dosatrons are all listed here in our Dosatron Manual, or I like to call it the Dosatron Bible. Right here, it gives you everything you need to know to sell a Dosatron. All the units are listed. It has everything from flow rates, pressures, you name it. So let's go over these. This is our smallest unit. This is the 11 gallon a minute. It's preset at 1 to 100, which means it cannot be adjusted, which is good, especially for garden centers, small growers. It's one small garden hose. And it's preset at 1 to 100, so it's easy for them to make up their stock solution. And it also works at very low flows. This one is our biggest seller. It's our 14 gallon a minute. Now this unit has adjustability, so you can go from 1 to 50 to 1 to 500. Most growers do still like to use it at 1 to 100, but it will go from less than half a gallon a minute all the way up to 14 gallons a minute. Even a faucet nozzle will work with it if you want to apply fungicides, insecticides, that sort of thing. This is our Dosatron 20 gallon a minute. The 20 gallon a minute will go from half a gallon a minute, which is low flow, all the way up to 20 gallons a minute, and works great on watering booms. Particularly on watering booms, you'll see them all over a greenhouse. So it also is adjustable from 1 to 66 to 1 to 500. It can handle fungicides, insecticides. It's a good little workhorse, and it will go on our cart, our Dosa cart as well. And this is our 40 gallon a minute. This 40 is newly renovated. I like to say it's renovated. It handles fungicides, insecticides, but will also do a lot of caustic chemicals. It can go from 2.2 gallons a minute all the way up to 40 gallons a minute. It can do multiple hoses, up to 3 or 4 garden hoses at a time, where with the smaller ones, you might get 1 hose at a time. So with this, it'll go from 1 to 50 to 1 to 500. And it can get the optional bypass switch on the top. You'll see them a lot on our carts. This is an example of a pre-filter. A 200 mesh filter is required on all Dosatrons. The reason for the filtration on the incoming water is to make sure there's no sand or grit coming in that can damage the Dosatron. Sometimes you may even need one on the outbound side, especially if you're doing drippers or irrigation pipe that may require some filtration. This is an example of our 1.5 inch filter. Each filter is sized directly to the Dosatron. So if you're using a 14 gallon a minute, or if you're using an 11, you're going to be using a 3/4 inch filter. Or if you're using a 20, it's a 1 inch filter, and so on. But make sure you're putting filtration in, or it could void your warranty.